Welcome to Tabletop Cinema, where we bring together the worlds of filmmaking, tabletop role-playing, and video games. I'm your host Mikey, a freelance filmmaker, tabletop RPG game master, and variety streamer on Twitch, and today we return to our first playthrough of, well, the Final Fantasy XIV MSQ. I am in this outfit because we actually logged out in a hot tub. It is appropriate attire. Welcome in Vanwa and Bashmani. So we're continuing the main scenario quest, the post-patch content after Endwalker specifically, so major spoilers ahead for people who do want to experience the Final Fantasy XIV story yourselves. Totally understandable if you do wish to dip out at this point, but your presence is... I'm grateful for your presence. And when Dawntrail is releasing next month, so I have a lot to prepare for. The main scenario quest, a bare minimum. The Paladin is my only level 90 class at this point, so I am way behind. But, you know, one thing at a time. We'll do the main story quest, and we'll see if we'll do the raid quest lines as well. But yeah, we got kicked out. But this is our FC house, or guild house. And for those who did not see it yesterday, Dewata showed us... I haven't seen Oddsar in a while. Yeah, there's a downstairs area here. It's like a shower area where the water is constantly flowing. I don't know if it's intentional. I think someone keeps leaving on the water as a joke. But yeah, even the hot tubs are still running. You know, otter lantern over there. So we have... What's the next quest? Sharing the wealth. Is it listed in here? They're sharing the wealth. Varshan wishes to discuss the distribution of the treasure. So we're gonna help the leader of Thavnir, Vritra. We're gonna help him. We're gonna help advise him as he distributes the wealth of his dragon hoard, his treasure hoard, to the people after the, you know, post-war. This is like post-end of days, post-final days, post-almost cataclysm that we averted the cataclysm, but there's a lot of damage, so they're rebuilding, so we're gonna help advise that. So we're gonna go to Ilsabard right now. Unable to teleport? Why can't I teleport? Oh, it's because I was sitting down. Ugh, so hot, even with the AC on. Paladin equipped, but glamours could not be stored. Why? Why? Oh, I can't glam up in here. Well, this is awkward. I can only glam up here in Radzat-Han in the main town. I can't go out looking like this. Still one of my favorite outfits, though. Oop, there we go. Adventure appropriate attire. Wait, our headgear is turned into something else. Summer sunset bandana? Oh, you know what? The bandana kind of works. For this thing. Dewata, welcome in. Hello there. You know, happy accident. So this is from the swimsuit glam, but kind of like you have an adventurous bandana going on. It works. The colors and everything suit it. Dewata, welcome in. Reminder of an animated series, a very dumb one, but with a good concept. A dumb one with a good concept. Sounds pretty fun. But before we continue, Dewata Streams is here. Welcome in. Thank you for joining us in our Final Fantasy streams. And again, thank you for joining us on the adventure yesterday, following us around like a treasured party member. And indeed, Dewata is quite talented when it comes to writing, artistry, and everything in between. We're playtesting a tabletop RPG. It's still going through beta testing right now. We're currently beta testing Confluence, if you've not heard about it. It's pretty cool. I love the setting. Vanua is game mastering us, and we're entering the season 2 of our playtest because we can't help it. The story continues, the story goes on, the adventures keep coming. So we're on there. I don't know if we'll be streaming it. I think our new party member Ali might end up streaming it. So we'll see. So about this dumb but good concept. Alien invasion. Humans won with the help of classic action protagonists that most of the planet got ruined. Okay, so yeah, that kind of happens. A show about what is after rebuilding civilization, and it's a shit show. Oh. They designated action hero as president. Should you handle it? What comes after, right? What comes after the revolution, right? What comes after winning? Fallout vibes in your latest test? Surprisingly, it ended up being like the images that we got with our palette and our themes. It conjured to me images of Scythe. Scythe is a board game with pretty amazing art, but quite controversial on that artist. But it's another discussion in terms of how what references he uses for his art. It's a whole controversy, but we cannot deny the art is beautiful and very evocative. Yeah, Crop Circle Junction based. We're still every Saturday, but this time 1 hour earlier. And Ali pointed out that it's pretty silly because it's like, oh, we're all GMT plus 8, but we still ended up with an 11 a.m. to 3 a.m. 11 p.m. to 3 a.m. Schedule. It's like, yeah, I think, you know, our work schedule is just all over the place. Yeah, so if you're interested in the game art, it might inspire, like, this is what I always had in my mind in terms of the art of Scythe. But I really do like the art. Yeah, but people are claiming that he traced over things and stuff like that. So, but still, like how everything's put together. Scythe board game. All right. Which also spawned a video game set in the same universe, and it's actually it's a damn good board game. It is there during I would say the golden renaissance of modern board games. Scythe is still a mainstay in terms of gameplay and art. But yeah, a lot of steampunk, Victorian pain, Rage Against the Machine. And it starts off with children having oddly specific dreams about a particular candy, which just so happens to be being manufactured by a certain automated factory. So definitely there's something suspicious going on. Yeah, Crop Circle Junction, it's gonna be a very, like, I'm there for security, but Ali and Ponder, Ezra and Gabriella, they're gonna be they're the socially oriented ones. I'm gonna be pushing them. Okay, you guys, I have conversationalists as an exploratory facet, but then they're two Alfiras, and I'm just gonna let them go to town and like talk to everyone, and I'm just gonna shoot things if things happen. Oh my gosh, our party member has returned. It is a sim car. Yo, I think I saw this bunny girl last session. Is she following us, chat? But I do love this set. It is the same. It is Verdandir. It is the same bunny girl from yesterday. I hope she doesn't think we're following her. Anyway. It's a sim car. Oh. Sorry, personal space. Alright, I'm just gonna be doing MSQ, so... where am I supposed to go next? Right. Off we go. Nepo baby, but also fathing spawn fully formed. Confused about how it worked out. Maybe it's one of those things where we get to fill in the blanks. But again, I do love the Atlas. The Atlas is so well made. Oh. Okay, cool. Well, thank you for joining us. I'm sorry I'm going to be reading everything and taking my time, but I'm glad to have you all for this adventure. Yeah, maybe. But yeah, the Atlas is so well done, like overall. Like it's a setting I would love to keep exploring. It has so many hooks and things, and it's not just like independent places. It feels like each place can also connect with others and create really cool crossover hooks. Oh, she had a riding the fathing. Okay, okay. Matcha. Oh, Karen, I was so glad to see you had returned unharmed. We finished with the boat then. You finished with the boat then. I love this sheep mount. Oh my god. Anything the village desperately needs? Well, I suppose Kalzal's loss hit us the hardest. I've been trying to find buyers for my fish, but although I sell a few here and there, it's so much more difficult than it was before. Everyone's still struggling to rebuild their lives. For now, we're just banding together as best we can. Right, we're supposed to be asking people around for what they need. Because we need to know who needs the wealth at this point. We're trying to come up with an equitable plan of dragon treasure hoard wealth redistribution. I like leaving the selling to Kalzal. I could just catch the fish and not have to talk people into eating them. Oh, it's another nice looking bunny girl. What is this glam? I hope she doesn't just see me exploring, examining. Oh no, she saw us examining her. She's looking at us, looking at her. Sorry, Diadoko's jacket of aiming. It's a Diadoko set. Okay, okay. So this is machinist glam. Kind of like a steampunk cowboy or something. Nice. I like the little, this texture coming out. And that... Oh god, okay. I'm happy I'm a machinist main. Look at that, chat. Damn. Okay, okay. Something to strive for. Right, we are using a Diadoko set, so it's crafted. So I can get this if I'm level 90. Oh, it's called Mulligan. Okay. Mulligan. So kind of like, all right, let's restart civilization again. It's nice and dyeable. Cool. Speaking of Diadokos, we're missing... I forgot to assign the freaking... Okay, wait. I need to update my gear set list, right? Oh, it's on Netflix. Okay. Oh my god. Ow, sorry about that. That hurt my ears. Alright, I've queued it up. It's on Netflix. That makes it more accessible. You were talking about the sheep mount. Ishgard craft grind. Oh, how am I ever going to get that? Do you need gear? Oh, I'm totally fine. Thank you. Oh, wait. My windows. I just need to remember how to open up my... There we go. Control I. Oh my god. How do we sort this? Sort. Diadokos. 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 I did buy 2 Diadokos rings. I just didn't equip it. Oh, this is ready to materia. Desynthesis? No, not desynthesis. Extract materia. I cannot because I need to be level 90. I think I need to be level 90. Yeah. Okay, so I need to update my my paladin gear set list. Reassign uh reassign gear? Reassign current gear to paladin. Yes. Okay. And then we're gonna link a glam plate. Unable to apply glamour. Never mind. But this actually works with the headband. I'm gonna keep this. Like, I do like the paladin headgear, but it seems a bit too high level. It stands out a bit too much for me. So I think this is a good balance with the headband. Like solid snake. Or in this case, solid bunny. Alright. Oh my god. Our quest log is here. Where familiars there is the raid quest line. I should keep that there. Speak with locals in Yedlimad. Over here, I think. Oh my god, our butt. Hey, okay, Minizzi, I've not seen this game. 9 Souls. Is that like 9 Soul system? Let me reopen Steam. Devotion. I don't think I've played Devotion. Okay, Steam's loading. Hope we're all having an awesome weekend. I know it is Sunday. Some people have work tomorrow, but hope we get to relax before the storm. 9 Souls. Released May 29. Lore-rich, hand-drawn, 2D action platformer. Sekiro-inspired deflection-focused combat. Okay, responsive parrying I like. Eastern fantasy. Okay. So, from the screenshots, side-scroller, action. And it's from the creators of Devotion. Taiwanese horror game that got banned in China. Ooh, okay, okay. Do I have it wishlisted? Is it Dark Devotion? No, I think Dark Devotion. Well, Dark Devotion is also a side-scrolling action game. But I don't think it is. But cool, this looks cool. I like the colors. Greetings and welcome, traveler. If this is your first visit to Thavnir, then you must try my special Amra Lassi. I fucking love Lassi, chat. Strawberry Lassi. I could drink like a pitcher of that. Its refreshing zest cannot be beat. Oh, I thought the ban in China through those storefronts. But I didn't. Yeah, I read it wrongly. I thought it's only banned in China in Steam and GOG. But for us, we could have it available. What could such a wonder cost, you wonder? Normally I part with 3 bottles for the generous price of 19,800 gil. Wow. But for you, I'm willing to go as low as an even 10,000. You'd be practically stealing from me. 10,000 for Lassie? No thanks. I am not Estinian. I am not Estinian. You probably confused me. Estinian? Who is You're the one who was with that spirit-toting fellow. Well, you could hardly blame a man for trying. The world may no longer be on fire, but we are still sifting through the ashes, so to speak. Sister, spare me. We might as well have that ugly tower back for the scant few travelers we see these days. I myself barely have the coin to buy at local prices. I tell you, if I didn't charge the odd adventurer a small fortune for afternoon tea, I'd be scavenging for scraps in the streets. Cowpunk. Okay, that's something I've not experienced a lot. Sounds like a very edgy game. That bot ban. Times are lean, my friend. Are you sure you wouldn't care for a slightly overpriced lassie? He's still trying. But at least he's honest now. Slightly overpriced. How much is lassie in the store? Like, how much does it cost to make? Because I'm sure you can... I remember there was like roast lassie as an item here. I think I have some. No, I just have milk. I have some materia. I don't know why it's there. Anyway. Sort. There's so much shit here that I don't even need. How fares the port? Well, it's in shambles, isn't it? The trade routes are open once more. Now that the danger has passed, certainly. But no small number of merchants have had to sell their ships to make ends meet in the short term. Add to that the sailors we lost in the final days, and it's little wonder the flow of exports is no more than a pitiful trickle. If Kalzal and his consortium were still with us, I'm sure he'd have found a way to turn our fortunes around. Now that was a man who got things done. God's rest his soul. Oh, cool, yeah, Amra Lassie, there we go. Determination 8% on vitality. It sells for 30 gil. Slightly overpriced, my ass. Kalzal and his consortium. Try to remember. I do remember there's a building here and there's a point person we had to talk to about that. You've spoken with key local figures and gained an understanding of the populace's hardships. Varsan awaits your report at Megaduta. We'll scrape by for now, but what we really need is for someone to come in with a plan, and preferably some coin to spare. Okay, sharing the wealth. How can I tell when I'm like in 6.1 and 6.2? I guess when there's a title crawl, I'll know it'll be in 6.2. The bunny girl's still here. I love this healer and glam. Megaduta. I smell... Sorry, I thought I smelled cat food. That tends to mean that one of the cats most likely like puked on the floor or something. Because they eat too fast. It would seem my stint on Vitra's back did not go unnoticed. I couldn't take 2 steps before another Hanish local was thanking me profusely for saving their home. He did have a magnificent entrance though. That dive from the heavens. It's like Estinian's the most OP character in the former Scions. Ah, my advisor's returned. I've just made it back myself. Why do you retain this vessel now that your true form is known? You could have flown across the island in a fraction of the time. Be that as it may, the sight of a massive creature descending from the sky can be startling to say the least. And there are a few places I can enter comfortably without the risk of flattening some cart or stall. That's true. Smile. Fair enough. As for my inquiries, the people of Palaka stand were unanimous in their reply. They are surviving. Resources were stretched to the limit when refugees were pouring in, but they persevered with some assistance from Yedlimad. From what I understand, they've always been an independent community, hunters and foragers and the like. And I was assured that the jungle provides for their needs, for the most part. Palakastan has weathered the disaster better than most, it seems. I myself heard good news and bad. The quarrymen were cautiously optimistic, having just sold a full wagon of giant skull to a foreign trader. But such visitors are few and far between. Compared to our best years, the weight of stone leaving Thavnir has been light indeed. Our nation is small and isolated, its prosperity dependent on a steady stream of exports. You must identify any obstacles to the flow of trade so we may begin working to remove them. Tell me, what did you learn in Akhyali and Yedlemad? A lot of the sailors died and they sold most of their ships. I see. Without a dedicated buyer, the average fisherman must struggle to offload his daily catch. Oh right, they lost their middleman. Which is why I believe we should first address the lack of ships and shortage of able-bodied sailors in Yedlemad. I am reminded of a child I spied as I made my way back to the palace. His father lost at sea when the beast sunk their vessel. So many variations of the same tragic tale repeated over and over. So many lives lost. Dude, I still remember that person getting squished. My god, like, you knew shit was getting real when they were having people getting squished by those monsters. Enough grief to drown in if we let ourselves be overcome. But we will not. Karen, Estinian, I'll consider the perspectives you've brought me and devise a plan to help my people confront this adversity. Come, I would like you to be in attendance when I announce the proposal to my assembled functionaries. You got friends in high places.
The riches the Radiant Host have retrieved were hoarded in Al-Zadal's name. A fortune I set aside for a future day of need.
This is why it's good to have savings, if you can.
And lo, that day hath come. May it aid our wounded city in reclaiming its vibrancy and vigor. In better times, I would leave such a task to our capable Ahawan. God's rest his soul.
Ahawan? I wish I remember these people.
Finding myself bereft of his counsel in the here and now, I will assume the responsibilities of mine office directly. Firstly, the treasure shall be sold for more convenient currency. Thence, invested into the trading port of Yedlemad. Our merchants must have their operations restored, their ships rebuilt.
The spice must flow. Right! He was eaten and yeah, there was a leader. There's a leader. Right.
None was spared the tragedy of the final days. Of this I am well aware. But an absence was created by the loss of Karazal's consortium. And by filling it, we provide new means for our fishermen, our artisans, and others to bring their wares to distant markets.
I'm gonna up the volume a bit. Or maybe the
And
dialogue.
what of the children who were left without family to care for them?
What of the children?
That is a concern which weigheth heavily upon my mind. The simple gift of coin will soon be exhausted, leaving these young souls adrift on the fringes of our society. Nay, a proper solution is needed, one which doth guarantee their welfare for years to come.
Is there an orphanage we can help out?
Thou hast surely seen how other nations rise to meet this challenge, adventurer. What dost thou deem the wisest?
Oh no, the pressure. What will you say? So 1. Taxes. Levy them on trade profits in exchange for your investment? Wait. It takes a village. Idilshire's orphanage was funded through trade in highly coveted goods. Idilshire had an orphanage? Oh, Aliapo! The Aliapos. Wait. Doesn't Rowena have a hand in that? Yeah, trade in highly coveted goods. Yeah, custom deliveries. We helped Zoe. We helped the Aliapos. The kitty orphans. But I'm wondering what this is like. Taxes? Levy them on trade profits in exchange for your investment. Idleshire's orphanage was funded through trade in highly coveted goods. Custom deliveries?
Of course. We can draw on trading profits to build a new institution. Let us put this idea into practice. A contract shall be written, requiring all who receive of Al-Zadal's treasure to commit a portion of their
Oh, it's
future
still...
earnings to
Would have been the same response if we talked about taxes.
Now, such an influential policy is deserving of a worthy name.
Will we name it? Why not honor one of your most successful merchants? Something... They're the same thing. Something with Kalzal seems appropriate. Or, why not honor one of your most successful merchants? What merchants? Why not someone... I guess Kalzal... I don't remember Kalzal's attitude, if he really was a community person. But I'm pretty sure there are other people who would be... It'd be more appropriate to name an orphanage after them. But, alright. Why not honor one of your most successful merchants? Who would be Kalzal?
A successful merchant. I believe I see thy reasoning. Kalzal
There.
should be remembered, not as the blasphemy which terrorized Thavne, but as a hard-working and generous man who brought much wealth to our shore.
Okay, he's a good guy. Okay. Dove Taylor, welcome in. Hello. Thank you again for joining us for this journey. It's gonna be a long journey, this one. Starting MSQ from the beginning of the patch cycle. But while I have you guys here... We have the co-creators of Navathem's End, a very evocative work of tabletop RPGs. For anyone who is out there, please check out the link. Check out the stuff they've written. These people are quite experienced in game design and are amazing writers and artists in their own right. So thank you for being here, guys. Dove Taylor and Dawata Streams. You meet him in Ruveda's Fibers, and he was troubled about the fissures in Yedlimad. Okay. Yes, I remember talking to a guy inside that consortium era and one of our point persons for quests and stuff.
object to this proposition. Many here lost loved ones to the beasts.
No, I really appreciate it, Dewata. Like, it has been 2 years since Endwalker. Cannot believe it's been 2 years. Happy
In
June.
that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair.
You know, this thing now is like the third. It just coincidentally, the games I've been playing have shared quite similar tropes in terms of the negative energy, the akasha, the despair. When it turns to the negative and, you know, fear and not really good or bad emotions, just, you know, despair, fear, that spectrum of emotions, which transforms them into the monsters that we have to fight. So it's bad vibes ending the world. Yeah, the world is going through a lot of despair. So that transforming the people themselves, metaphorical in its own way, but also quite literally in this case. But I just like tried out Reverse 1999 like the other day because I was watching a streamer play it and I like the art and everything. And it's like, wait, this is familiar. Retro Act Rain. Despair and negative emotions transforming people into monsters, and a certain organization wanting to hasten the cataclysm in order to bring about a reunion or the next evolution, or, you know, to become the top dogs. So and Persona as well, right? So off the top of my head, we had Endwalker. I experienced it first, most recently in Endwalker, and then Persona, Reverse 1999, Wuthering Waves. And I'm just wondering, the zeitgeist of these stories, like the spirit that's been going into these stories lately, you know, the pandemic era, the things that are happening around the world. I'm pretty sure a lot of that is like seeping into the stories that are being told. And a lot of stories wanting to try and remind people to stay, you know, hopeful and optimistic, and to remind people that they're not alone, that we can't do it alone. You know, it's not a new or unique theme. It's just, I just observed recently that almost all the stories I'm playing have these tropes. And I'm not complaining. Like, I do like the feel good stuff. It's just, maybe it's not a coincidence that a lot of the stories we're experiencing today fall under that, you know, the shifting of the spirit and where that should be channeled into. The collective shared trauma, yes, in other words. But yeah, you're right. Persona as well. It's like, oh, despair. Oh, I become a monster. Darth, hello there. Oh my god, spoilers, Darth. How was your Shadowbringers journey? Major spoilers again. Every bit I will click, every frame is a spoiler, Darth. Yeah, how is the Shadowbringing? Like, before I like proceed with this conversation. But again, if you do need to avoid spoilers, totally understand if you need to dip out. I'm so excited for you to continue your FF14 journey. We're all on it together. I'm trying, you know, the challenge right now is trying to finish the main scenario quest before Darth catches up. It's a personal challenge because Darth chews up the MSQ like it's nothing. Already in Shadowbringers, and look at me like wailing in 6.1. When you buy it, oh, for sure. And imagine that, still on free trial. Maxing out all the jobs and everything. It's wild. Ooh. Okay. 500 hours. You know, what's my time played? How do you do time played again? Time played? I know there's a command like /playtime. Thanks. Playtime is unavailable at this time. Okay, because I'm in a cutscene. But those are all hours well spent. Okay. But yeah, thank you for dropping by, Darth. Again, we're doing MSQ over the weekends. So yeah, spoilers. Longest one's probably Limbus. That I really want to visit. I really want to check out Limbus. But yeah, now I see, like, I tried. Reverse 1999 is very spotty localization, but the streamer I was watching was saying that they got better localization team. So when I was watching the new story, at least the voice, it was well localized overall. But then now I see where yet another thing Wuthering Waves pulled from, which is the retroact rain. And the concept of Reverse 99 is actually pretty interesting. It all starts with a butterfly. Like just a simple thing. Where does chaos magic come from? And the legend, the theory is that it all started with, in the before times when that one butterfly flapped its wings. And thus over the eras, the epochs, chaos energy, right? And then they fit it into like why the world is reversing, why are people the arcanists, all the political strife in each era, like how are the arcanists treated in 1999 and in the 60s and in the 20s across the world, dealing with stuff like that. And it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Yeah, they thought the wings of a butterfly, the flapping of a butterfly's wings can cause a hurricane in like the other side of the world. And they rolled with that. And they said, yes, chaos energy. But of course, it's not just the butterfly. There are people cultivating that chaos. So it's not really a spoiler. The whole premise is basically there's an organization who is fanning the flames, just like in Wuthering Waves, to hasten the end of the world. And like in FF14, if you know, you know. Very similar to a familiar group of people who are also hastening cataclysms so that they can bring back the world that they once belonged to. Yeah, butterfly effect. The literal butterfly effect. Miraculous Ladybug all along. Oh, I haven't watched Miraculous Ladybug. Is that the one with the Chat Noir or something? It's a ladybug and then there's a black cat. Anyway, spoiler alert again. Spoiler alert. We are talking to a very important person here. Nabdeen is talking about what happened after the final days. In that time of strife, any one of us could have broken. Any one of us may have been taken by despair. And how do you fight that? The power of love and friendship.
When I think of Kalzal, I feel no hatred. Only a stinging regret that we could not save him as well.
Yeah, and that changes the dynamics of the monsters. Like, giving into despair, them turning into monsters. It's essentially like a zombie story. Zombification. They were once someone you loved. They were once a friend. They were once a person. And I don't remember where it was, but Hellblade Senno Sacrifice as well deals with that. And essentially the quote was all monsters were once men. So it's a very Witcher thing as well. It's a very Witcher response in Slavic mythology. Like all these monsters were once men. Hoping to get a 70 with it. Try to ease into Alliance raids. Alliance raids as a healer feels like a nightmare. Well, again, Darth, I'm not the one to talk about healing. To me, healing any content for me feels like a nightmare. I do still want to try Sage though. Because of Witch from Mercury, I want my gun bits, laser pew pew, but also healing. Like, I hope Sage is fun to play. Like, I might try that at some point, but it's because of Witch from Mercury that I want to try getting my gun bits Sage on. 17th Century, welcome in. New vibrancy to the graphics. Oh, we haven't had the graphics update yet, but yes, the new region, 17th Century C, compared to the mainland, the Endwalker locations are definitely more colorful, taking a lot of inspirations from, ancient Persia, India, and the Middle East. It's an amalgamation of all of that. South Asia, I believe, was a lot of their inspirations. And there's also shades of Turkey. They mentioned like stuff that you find in Constantinople, for example. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, Endwalker's like 2 years old. As an Indian, you see a lot of Indian rep here. In Thavnir, especially. Very much so. Bad guy giving out powers with veiled butterflies or something like that. Evil butterfly. What was this? What was the story again? That's just okay. There's the story Vano mentioned about they're giving people powers with these, by giving fairies or butterflies, capturing the fairies. Where did I play this? And we went to a village and we tried to put a stop to the fairy trade. Did I just dream this, or did I play this in a tabletop RPG? No, but I have not watched Ladybug at all. I think this is a scenario that we were put through. Healer with a gun is Sage. Yeah, Sage is new. It's, new. And Walker new. Kind of depressing, but sometimes imagining that evil stuff is done by monsters, not humans, are kind of a coping mechanism. The thing is, monsters and humans are interchangeable in the Witcher setting. Like, all monsters were once men does not mean that they are no longer human. They are a monster in the shape of a human. So that's the whole conceit of it. So we're not denying the fact that they are no longer human. It's just that sometimes the worst people in the world are humans, that you have to look at them as a monster as well. Anyway, now that you've played White Mage up to level 63, it's generally very fun. You can't believe you're saying this. Not saying I'm a good healer, it's still hella cool. As long as you enjoy healing, that really translates. If you're playing a job class that you do not like, it will show. It goes without saying for a lot of things in life. It does subconsciously show if you are not having fun and you're just forcing yourself to go through it, right? So I'm glad you're enjoying healing. And you find your comfy class. But as long as you appreciate the challenge, you're willing to get better, that's super cool. Tolkien had the same idea with orcs and trolls, once elves and ents tortured and corrupted by Melkor. Yeah, and it is very black and white with Tolkien. Bioessentialism aside, the simple metaphor that these were once... We all were once good... Well, the theory is that we were all once innocent, kind-hearted children, but the way we were raised, the world we are put in, the nature and the nurture that brings the corruption within... it takes a village, right? Then we had the corrupted elves becoming the orcs, and then all these bad people. But they were once elves. They were once creatures of light, if we're gonna go with the light and darkness thing. But yeah. Yeah, Darth was a Dragoon. That's why I was like, oh, you're gonna enjoy Heavensward even more. Because Dragoon main in Heavensward, perfect. Kind of product of this conversation in a way, if it makes sense. It's kind of product of this conversation in a way. Oh yeah, I still have to watch that video about what makes monsters of men and stuff like that. But it's still true in that there's just some things we, how people can fall and spiral. All right, I'm going to click ahead, Darth. I hope this is not spoilery. We're just talking, right? What kind of spoilers are here? No, it's big spoilers. Especially as we're talking about Dragoon stuff. There are people in this room that you probably don't want to see. Or you might wonder why they're here. But yeah, Dragoon buddies will know who I'm talking about. Anyway, so yeah, that is a lot. So that is the final days in essence. The Akasha, the energy Not exactly karma. They called it Akasha here, but what was it called in Eorzea? Basically ether, right? But to them, it is the Akasha. It's the energy of life. The life stream, I guess.
Isn't that right, men?
This bodes well for that boy. Mirad, was it? Perhaps he can cut ties with that shady peddler.
Okay, that's a good way to explain it. Dynamis, sorry, there. Dynamis. And yeah, that's why they termed it Akasha, the collective unconscious.
Then let it be done. Henceforth, this initiative shall be known as the Kalzal Foundation. Nabdeen, thou art to assemble a patrol and ensure that no child in this city liveth in squalor. Clerks, see to the management of our funds and make haste. Our citizens must not suffer a day more than is necessary.
Dragon and man, side by side in pursuit of a brighter morrow. Reminded of Ishgard.
Now we're reminiscing. More food. Maybe let's get silver pieces. Because whenever I get food, I just hoard the food and I don't even eat it. It's a party. Yo, I think this machinist is also going through the MSQ. Ritter is swarming to his role as satrap. Clearly all those years behind the curtain were not spent napping. Bridging the rift. The veteran Radiant wishes to share his gratitude. Icebreaker that supplies Antarctic Station is named Noosphere? What is a Noosphere? Veteran Radiant. Thank you for putting forth Kalzal's name. Those whose lives he enriched will take comfort in seeing his legacy honored. You will forgive me for not speaking sooner, but I bear a message from Archon Ishtola. She asks that you meet her at the High Crucible at your earliest convenience. Understood. Thank you. Ishtola must have finished the study of the Void Gate. Shall we hear what she has to say then? Varshan, I will go with you. I thought the satrap would be too busy setting up the foundation. My clerks have been the well-oiled cogs of this administration since before Ahewan assumed the office. They understand what needs to be done. And I am curious to learn what conclusions your Archon has reached concerning the gate's unique construction. And he's personally invested, right? As you wish. Allow me to lead the way, Your Excellency. Two separate, a not oo sound, noosphere. Philosophical concept developed and popularized by the biogeochemist Vladimir Vernadsky. Philosopher and Jesuit priest Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. New state of the biosphere, sphere of reason. The noosphere represents the highest stage of biospheric development, that of humankind's rational activities. Interesting. You can find your way to the High Crucible, I trust. I must rejoin my unit and assist with bringing the city's orphans under our care. Right. Speak with Stola. Away! Stola. And from that mind sphere, the aggregate of our human reasoning and knowledge, create an AI out of that, see what happens. You'll get Mother Sphere. Mother Sphere! Sphere? Coincidence? Mother Sphere. For one who claims it is too late to save his sister, Vitra seems awfully interested in whatever revelations Y'shtola might have to share. Shall we hear what your scholarly comrade has to say? Stalker plotline is about how scientists try to tap there directly. Fascinating. I did not expect that. The noosphere?
Right, here we all are.
In Stalker 2 will continue that plotline.
You discovered something new.
I took a closer look at that device. I was able to determine how it keeps the void gate sealed, but not how it might instead be employed to expand the opening. For that, I would need to reference the technique developed by Vritra's alchemists, no records of which appear to have survived the intervening years.
We know this, so why have you sent for us? Have you learned aught of value or not?
Wow. Estina's like, you talk too much. She could have been in an email, a link shell message. Jesus. Stop wasting my time, Stola. No?
Patience, good sir. One must introduce the subject before launching into specifics.
Okay. She's just... That was just the introduction.
From what we understand, travel between worlds is accomplished by passing through the nebulous rift which exists between them. Picture, if you will, the moment you were called to the first.
Okay. Picturing. Oh, we are picturing it. Picture. Whoosh.
You touched a focus of some kind to help the Exarch pinpoint your location. His summoning spell then channeled the energies of the Crystal Tower to begin your journey to his world.
We touched something?
The magics tore a hole in the wall separating source and shard, and cast you into the intervening nothingness.
Source and shard.
In that place, the laws of nature hold no sway.
Ooh,
Yet
Stalker 2
through this
trailer.
realm of
Alright.
temporal and spatial instability, you were born safe to your destination in the first.
Thanks for sharing this.
The feat
I'm
that
excited to
guided
get
you
into the Stalker
across such an
series.
unimaginable distance, both physical and metaphorical, was nothing short of a miracle.
Okay. Alagan. Ancient technology.
Then what of the many voids found in the source? Who guides them here and how?
Oh, good question.
An excellent question.
Yeah.
Though there are several methods by which the Void's denizens might intrude upon our world, the rituals of summoning are the most typical. For example, let us consider the gargoyle, a creature of middling power.
We're in Stolas class now. Oh, this music.
To call upon such an entity, the prospective summoner must force open a void gate. The portal lasts but a moment and is relatively small, allowing only an imp or other lesser being to squeeze through with their physical body intact.
Oh my god, they're literally going. Come here, Void Sand. Jesus.
Our more powerful gargoyle, however, is too large for that. Creating a gate big enough for him would require vast amounts of energy, far beyond the reserves of any one mortal practitioner.
What the heck? The Asians kept doing this.
Instead, 'tis far more common to bring over only the entity's soul. We had a taste of that ourselves when a certain exarch dragged us to the first.
Oh. Souls.
And just as our bodies remained in our world, the Void Sense physical form is left behind in the 13th.
Okay. Questions? I might have more questions. I don't even remember the questions we had, but I'm
Once at its
appreciating the
destination,
lesson.
The summoned soul is granted a temporary shell to inhabit. In the gargoyle's case, a stone effigy has proven a suitable vessel.
Oh, okay. For the Scions, though. Simulacrums?
Wait. You said that Voidsent must be called here deliberately by someone in the source, reeled in like a fisherman with his catch.
Exactly. For a being to navigate the chaos of the rift, with or without form, there must needs be a guiding agent on the other side.
When the hordes poured forth from Alag's Great Gate, it was the technologists who drew them through. Though to my knowledge, planar fissures are in essence natural passages between our world and the void, which require no such guidance to traverse. Why is only the boundary between the source and the 13th so fragile? So much so that it often tears open of its own accord.
I believe solving that mystery is key to understanding travel between the source and its reflections.
And how do you intend to get your answers?
No, the danger is too great.
Oop.
Perhaps. But what some call danger, others think of as adventure.
And then we accidentally end the world. Adventures, man. You know, this is why in the Wandering RPG, what I find really interesting there is that a lot of communities, the regular folk, everyday folk, they actually don't take too kindly to adventurers, quote unquote adventurers, or people calling themselves adventurers. And imagine adventurers stomping through the Shire and like making everyone's business their business and saying, it's clearly dangerous, but to us that is adventure. Like, I would understand why the hobbits would be like, another adventure. Gods.
Were you not listening to my tale? Never mind that the means to expand the gate has been lost to the ages.
So, like, in wondering, you actually have to earn a reputation to remind your community that, okay, he's just not off gallivanting around Middle Earth, you know, causing trouble and finding trouble. Like, he's actually contributing back to our town.
Even could you force the portal wide enough, you would be greeted by an army of murderous horrors the very instant you step through.
Don't worry, Varshan. We're here for adventures.
I assure you I was most attentive. And I agree that to go alone would be certain death. But if I were to bring along one who has already braved the 13th and humbled the cloud of darkness, well, I imagine my chances would be much improved.
So much for taking it easy.
Since when were you one for the quiet life?
Hey, sometimes.
Once again, I put my life in your ever-reliable hands. That said, as much as I would like to march straight back to the Void Gate, there is the small matter of being unable to open it without the Satrap's personal authority.
Oh my god. He already said it's too dangerous.
As I've said before, I will grant you and yours any boon you choose to name, provided it does not endanger my people.
Okay, he finally has a limit. It's like saviors of the world. I can provide anything except that. I love adventure. How much you can say about the person who uttered these words. First of all, you need to stay away from them. They're an idiot and might be dangerous. Yeah. That is precisely how most people see you as in the Wandering RPG. It's pretty hilarious, actually. But it's such a little... It's such an unexpected thing for me coming from, like, most of the RPGs that we're on. Because adventurer privilege, right? Even in Baldur's Gate 3, they kind of made fun of adventurer's privilege. Like, there was some, you know, random dialogue in Baldur's Gate 3 where you could talk to some adventurers and they're like, I can't believe they didn't let me in. I'm an adventurer. It's like, yeah, okay. Sure, buddy.
You have my word that we will take every precaution. Not a single void scent will be allowed to threaten Radzatan, assuming we manage to expand the portal in the first place.
You have a plan.
Actually, I had hoped you might help us with that. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied you with some explanation of their methodology.
Oh my god, thank you for the care package.
That they did. House Daymir was overseeing the project.
House Daymir.
Daymir. Ah, yes. The family associated with the great work.
Great work. Sorcerer's Stone. Philosopher's Stone.
I did not fully comprehend the theory, but their research began with a void scent which had slipped through the fissure. After a thorough examination, they created an arcane simulacrum possessed of similar qualities. A man-made void scent, if you will. It was apparently indispensable in their efforts to enlarge the gate.
Oh. A quick care package before you try to convince this satrap to open that void gate again. Like, she's pushing it. It's like, hey, we saved the world, right? You can trust me. I'm not gonna be... It's not gonna be dangerous. I promise.
A man-made void.
Man-made void scent. Fascinating.
Yes. Being great admirers of the Archons, House Daemir submitted detailed notes to Charlene's official committee. They expected praise and accolades for their simulacrum, and were thus devastated to be informed that their work had been classified as prohibited material.
Okay.
If that's true, then those notes might still be stored in a forbidden archive somewhere. Not Google, of course, since that library had yet to be built. Which leaves us with...
We're gonna heist old Charlene. With the restricted section of Numenon. With Garaha's favorite place to sneak around. With... What? Let's try to be funny. With Raha's favorite place to sneak around. You can be our cat burglar.
Indeed. Numenon's restricted stacks may very well hold a copy.
Numenor,
In which case,
actually.
I say we head directly to Charlene.
They have similar roots. Numenon and Numenor. Being the linguist that he is. There's always a reason for why Tolkien named it such. You know, there's always a source. It's nice to have a bit more of Y'shtola again. You know what? There they are. They're now giving us more. Well, we did spend a lot of time with Estinian, but not like this. But yeah, Y'shtola. Like, I know a lot of people love Y'shtola. Like, I do love all the Scions. I love Y'shtola as well. But there was a point where I just felt like they didn't really know what to do with Y'shtola. It's like, yeah, she's cool. She has her quips. She has her attitude. But then it's like, okay, but what else are you doing? Like, everyone else had something going for them. But I don't know. It's just, maybe just me. But I just felt like she just lost a lot of the spotlight. Really quickly. But now, we have more adventures with Y'shtola. Because obviously the twins got so much exposure. And then Estinian throughout the whole MSQ for...
Unless you anticipate needing help to reach the high shelf. I see myself being of little use. Go on ahead. I still need to find Mirad and tell him about the Khalzal Foundation.
Khalzal Foundation. Ha! Did he make a dragoon joke?
Let us be on our way as well.
Because you get it? Dragoons jump really high. Yeah. Oh my god. We didn't get...
Resolved to venture into the void. Do I sit idly by?
Yeah, we didn't even get his permission. I don't think we got his permission, chat. You know, let's look at the... We didn't! We didn't get the permission at all! Yeah, she said, you have my word, I'll take every precaution. And it seems like you have a plan. And you might help with us. You might, and he asks the satrap, you might help with us. You might help us with this. I presume the alchemists you retained supplied with the explanation of their methodology. Oh, they did. They're overseeing the project. And it was considered banned. It's like, banned, you say. Okay, off to Charlean. And then... like, banned, you say? It's time to look for the forbidden text. No, but it's like... Of course, a part of Vritra really wants to because... You know, his sister's stuck there. Yeah, let's leave him to think. Am I wasting Gil? I think I'm wasting Gil. I should just use the internal network. Ugh, whatever. Fast travel convenience. What's in the box? So she looked at us. It's a good side quest. Okay, I should probably pick it up. If we're to enter Numenon's restricted archives with a minimum fuss, then we must secure the permission of the Forum. First, however, we shall need to enlist the cooperation of a member to broach the matter on our behalf. Who do you think might be inclined to assist us? Raha or Kryl? No one springs to mind. What of Skolak Mortishain? He did come to Garaha's defense during the inquiry, after all. 'Tis settled. Let us head to Phenomenon and see if he's willing to help us once more. Stolas now accompanying you. Oh, we get a companion quest thing. Okay. Talk, talk, talk. I always like these opportunities. This is, for me, this is one of my favorite additions to... And did they add this in Endwalker? The companions following you around. It's such a little change, but it adds so much. If I was pressed to name our allies in the Forum, Scholark Monteshain would certainly be at the top of the list. Hopefully he agrees to aid us with our request. Are there optional... Okay, there's an optional thing here I want to get. Other stuff? No, that's the only one. They're assuming people will just fast travel. Which we will. So they want it to be easily seen. Discuss the studium. I apprenticed to Master Matoya at the age of 7 and labored under her tutelage for a full decade. I never had a chance to attend the studium. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Right. I forget Thancred's supposed to be smart. Sorry. No. They're all smart in their own ways. It's just I keep forgetting that Thancred is a student of Baldeshion from that side, from the Scions. But the way, yeah. Wait, Archon. Wait, who were the students of Baldeshion? And I just remember he did talk about like his school life, and he was saying he didn't really fit in or something. Whatever, because he's sneaky. When he was younger, womanizer, you know, that kind of stereotype. Okay, Raha and Kryl are Baldeshian. The rest are still Charlean Archons. I see. But yeah, sometimes I forget that fact. He was always a scoundrel in my eyes. Definitely more street smart than book smart. In my head. Neither did Thancred, as I recall. Soon after Master Louis Sois took him in off the streets, he was put in the care of another Archon. His was a rigorous and practical education. There we go. In the arts of espionage and survival. Right, they have specializations. Yes, okay. An Archon of Skullduggery. There we go. He chose the rogue path. The rogue. Majored in rogue. And he double majored later on to Gunbreaker. I sometimes wonder what my life might have been like had I pursued studies here instead. Should I should I wonder as well? Tea at the last stand after a day of lectures. Oh, that does sound lovely. Afternoons with friends spent sipping tea and debating theories. Still, I wouldn't give up my time with Master Matoya for the world. Aw. The dank cave I studied in was about as far from the bright, airy halls of academia as one could get. But it was a wondrous, magical childhood nonetheless. Is it the same? Oh, should I wonder as well? She would be a terror, prof. Oh, never mind me. 'Twas just an idle thought. No. So that's dismissive. I don't want to leave it at that. Of course I'm interested. I just wanted to see what the other option was like. It's gonna be my most used emote soon. Oh, wait. Sorry, I'm bad at directions. There we go. Monteshine. Oh, he gave us a lesson on ether studies. Remember this. I actually enjoy the classroom sessions.
Oh, visitors, and quite esteemed ones at that. What may I do for you?
Pray forgive the intrusion, Scholark. But we were hoping you might help us secure permission to enter Numenon's restricted archives.
Oh ho! No furtive forays into the sex this time, eh?
Furtive forays? Sounds naughty.
I applaud this newfound sense of propriety. Yet in all this wide world of comparative serenity, what so compels you to disturb a vault of forbidden wisdom?
You see, adventure. Yes, and more adventure. It's gonna be safe, for sure, no problem.
Fascinating. I had no idea such a technique existed.
I would have been surprised if you had. If my assumption is correct, the research left behind by House Daymere has lain dormant in Charlayan's archives for many centuries.
And if you unearth this research, what then? Surely you don't intend to cross over into the void.
That is, in fact, precisely what we intend. Ooh, it's this music. This is like the Matoya music, right?
To what end, pray tell?
To develop a method of traversing the rift, for one, that I might keep my word to a distant friend. Yeah, anime promise, man. You cannot break an anime promise. Sentiment aside, I have journeyed to the end of existence. I have heard, felt, and thought... She literally quoted Mother Crystal. Sorry, I just... Hear, feel, think. I've heard, felt, and thought endlessly about the truth of our world and the echo of its future. And yet I want to understand everything, to unravel it all down to its very last secret. Oh, and those who have ventured to those depths, Shola, many of them have never returned. What scholar worthy of the name wouldn't force open a void gate or two if a grand revelation was the promised reward? And you end the world! I've been waiting for a Stola Dark Scholar arc. He likes it! Haha, marvelous! An audacity! The audacity. An audacious proposal worthy of Master Matoya herself. And after hearing the whys and the wherefores, I, for one, do not believe you would use the knowledge for ill. They trust her so much. I see no reason not to present your request for the forum's consideration. By the way, we save the world. Savior of the world privileges. This is Louis Suabesti. Oh, right. That's why he was again. He was part of the minority group. The minority group there. Yeah. I remember now. Louis Swa besties.
Although, your petition would be better received if you also had the support of another well-placed acquaintance.
Who? You know, I do that a lot now. Like, I never used to do that before FF14. The, huh? I don't know what the emote is, but the head tilt question, huh? Louis Swa, Monteshane, and Galuf Baldician were all party mates as the implication. Right. They were more about sharing knowledge rather than just hoarding it, keeping control over it, and not using it to help people, yeah.
Why, Master Fochino, of course. He can hardly ignore an earnest request from his dear children's most treasured comrades.
I was hesitant to approach him directly, but there is no denying that having Master Fochino on our side would tip the balance in our favor. Very well. We will pay a visit to the Leverrier estate and plead our case. I always like saying that. Leverrier. Alfino Leverrier. And Alice. You have such nice names.
One last thing before you go. I have considered a personal favor if you might share with me the discoveries you make in the void. My appetite for knowledge is every bit as insatiable as yours, I'd wager. So, if you could see your way to indulging an old man's curiosity?
Of course, Skolok. We will be sure to pass on any revelations. We can get the robes of a Scholark? What kind of side quest is that? Do we become like a substitute professor? So, Adventuring 101. Bring rations. Temporary wear it? Okay. You become a temp.
The forum can be a cantankerous beast. One needs a persuasive voice to get it moving in the desired direction.
So our lecture for today is Viera society and how it's actually very uncommon to find us male Vieras out in the wild. What's the lore reason why they suddenly appear though? Thank you. That is a very insightful lecture if I do say so myself. Oh my god! We gotta get out of here, Simcar. Look at that. Look at what's happening over there. I think someone needs to tell the Scholark. Okay, stop staring. We might make it awkward. Oh my god, students. Students, am I right? Where do we go next? Why choose that classroom? Sorry, I just have to... I'm not over that. They could have chosen any other part of the university where people probably wouldn't barge in because of MSQ or they have to talk to the Scholark. Alright, we have a companion. Talk. Monteshane seems optimistic, but I doubt convincing Fochino to champion our cause will be as simple as showing up on his doorstep. Why do I have a feeling that that's all it'll take? Showing up on his doorstep. Yeah, you know, maybe one of them was so tired, right, Simcar? Like, oh, I'm so tired from studying. I just need to lie down and take a nap. And then one of them was just sitting next to them, hanging out and reading. Totally innocent. I mean, when I was in uni, that was a sight, actually. Students, you just find students sitting everywhere, studying everywhere. Like sitting on the floor in the classroom sometimes. It's snowing. Wait, did we miss any temporary dialogue? Nah, we're good, we're good. Ah, Mr. Scarin, Mistress Y'shtola, how may I be of service? We've come to speak with Master Foshino. Is he home by any chance? Yes, the master is in residence. I shall inform him that he has guests. Well, well. Emilians would invite you inside for tea, but I assume this is not a social visit. You have some matter of import to discuss? Then pray proceed. You have my full attention. So, forbidden text, adventure, dangers of the void sent overrunning our world and ending the world as we know it. But totally fine. Well, I suppose I should praise you for following the proper protocols this time around. Skalak Monteshane expressed much the same sentiment. I assure you, will not attempt to circumvent the forum's authority again. Unless it is absolutely necessary, of course. Chaotic good, chat. Of course. You do understand that the restricted archives are restricted for good reason, yes? If no pressing need exists, then why risk the consequences of employing this forbidden knowledge? Anime promise. For a brother who misses his sister. Oh, she's using Vritra. Okay. For a brother who misses his sister. She was his guardian and his friend. A selfless hero who crossed the rift between worlds to save her homeland from horror and suffering. But the brother has given up on thoughts of reunion. He spends his efforts elsewhere, watching over a people yet healing from the flames of the final days, loyal to his duty while betraying the longing in his heart. Y'shtola persuasion, let's go. Roll. 'Tis no vital mission, perhaps, reuniting these siblings. Emphasizing siblings to make it more relatable to Fortuno. But it feels a worthy cause to pursue all the same. She knew exactly what to say. As one who feared losing his own loved ones. Oh, she's not even being subtle about it. As one who feared losing his own loved ones and spent years in research to prevent it, surely you appreciate how painful such a separation must be. Damn. Reflections are still very much a mystery to us. Offering to share your experiences in the first should constitute a fair exchange for our cooperation. Oh, we never did? I don't think there was time for that. Yeah, exchange of knowledge, let's go. Do not celebrate just yet. The forum must still be convinced. I will add your request to the list of today's deliberations and deliver the decision to you at the Baldician Annex. Please do come again. We're always glad to receive such close companions of the twins. The matter is out of our hands. All that remains is to return to the Annex and await word of the forum's decision. To the Annex! I'm looking for optional dialogue. None? Okay. Alright, Doctor. Aw, I would have liked more optional dialogue with Y'shtola. So, what did the forum decide?
To put it bluntly, Master Matoya has burned some bridges here in Charlayan and salted the earth for good measure. When it became clear that her student was the petitioner in question, well, no few members voiced their discontent. Then the chamber was reminded, in no uncertain terms I might add, of the incredible debt we owe to you and your companions.
There it is. Yeah, Savior of the World privileges. Savior of the Galaxy. That served to silence the grumbles. Oh, he was the one that reminded them. I like that. That is subtle, but I like that. So we assume Fortuno was the one that stood up for us.
That served to silence the grumbles and stiffen a few spines, and it was agreed that allowing you entry to the archives was the least we could do in return.
That is wonderful news. Thank you both for speaking on our behalf.
Yes, well, as I am sure you are aware, this permission was not extended lightly. Forbidden knowledge is to be treated with the utmost caution, and there will be repercussions if it is not. I wish you well in your endeavor, and bid you a good day.
Oh, thank you for standing up for us.
Ever the same, that one.
Uncompromising? Aye. But that very stoicism is exactly what Charlayan needed to guide it through not one, but two exoduses. Right, the new Charlayan outpost.
If I were but 5 years younger, I'd cast aside my lectern and join you on your adventures in a heartbeat.
5 years only? I thought he would have said, if I were 30 years younger or something. That went rather well, I think. As a child, I dreamed up any number of schemes for getting my hands on those forbidden tomes. And now I can simply walk in through the door. Oh no! The corruption of Ishtola has begun. Our focus will be on finding House Demir's research notes, of course. But the thought of so much knowledge at my disposal has me feeling a little giddy. Oh no, it's a slippery slope, chat. I'd like to set out as soon as you're ready. Monteshane is waiting for you to offer you further instructions.
You'll be heading directly to the archives from here, I presume?
You presume correctly.
Then you'll want to speak with the index page when you arrive. It's been instructed to grant you access to the restricted section.
Excellent. Once again, we thank you for all your help.
Oh, it was my pleasure, believe me. May you find the knowledge you seek.
Shall we? Yay, she's accompanying us. Oh, okay. We get more. She's accompanying us again. Come along, Karen. Numenon and its forbidden wisdom awaits. Don't put it like that. Oh, we have... Okay. Ishtola's almost childlike enthusiasm is so cute. It is. I like seeing her in her element. Once again. It's like seeing... It's kind of like reliving her days with Matoya. And I also like how they also called back to that. How, you know, Matoya is still with her. And with us in spirit, right? In a way, it's like continuing what her master started. Thank you for the peloton. Jajaba. Discuss Numenon. To think the set of instructions I laughingly imagined may actually exist but yalms away from where you found me napping. If I had known of Al-Zadal III's exploit sooner, I could well have saved myself days of research. Even a children's book might have pointed me in the right direction. To achieve the impossible, one must needs be flexible of mind and look beyond conventional wisdom. A lesson I had already learned, but clearly not taken to heart. Hehe. Arconia Stola and guest identified. Do you wish to proceed into the restricted archives? Follow me if you would. Watch your step, and please note that the use of naked flames is discouraged. I was worried for a second there. Oh. Action time! Our encounter, books. You don't think you can return? What? No! I'll take a screenshot here. Okay, I'm good.
If House Demia's notes are to be found anywhere, it will be here. Let us begin.
I like that shot. I don't think we can, like, do a better shot. I'll take screenshots. Dude, there's a dungeon which is the Great Gubal Library, filled with void scent and things that will kill you, including books. So I don't think it's far off. So many books I've yet to read. Yes, we are here for one specific volume. You needn't remind me. We're gonna be here all day, chat. No smoking. No throwing books, and no yelling out Eureka in an obnoxiously loud voice. But what if it's a Eureka moment? Don't do us like this in next page. Sometimes you just have to scream. Of course, Matoy students like he forbidden knowledge books. Yeah, he forbidden knowledge. Yeah, like screw you, stuck-up scholars. I will read my banned books, please. The music is like a riff off of Guba Library. Untitled Journal. It's a good thing my OC likes reading. Untitled Goldsmith's Journal. Today, in a world not my own, I met the most beautiful void-born creature. She was so unlike her ravenous brethren, eyes blazing not with hunger but trembling like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. I wonder if she is even the proper word. Such distinctions seem inconsequential, insignificant even. All that matters is the love I feel for this exquisite transcendent being. He's so down bad for this void scent. Though you were tempted to read more, this does not seem to be the volume you are seeking. That is also a reference to Void Arc plus job quests. Ooh, wait, the Goldsmith's Journal? I vaguely remember a goldsmith. But they could be talking about any number of, like... Eyes blazing not with hunger but trembling like a candle's flame, threatening to flicker out at any moment. It's just like referring to a specific void set we already encountered. I like how they're keeping the music upbeat. Because it's like, oh, library. I mean, I love sequences like this, but, you know, a lot of players will probably be like, oh, library reading. So the music sounds like a combat encounter. Storm outside. May beat you to that. Stay safe, stay dry, Vanoa. Oh, what are the minions you get in the second fight? Okay, that's cool, that's cool. Let's see if there are other references to raids we've been on. Epiphanies of House Daemir. Oh, we found it already. I kind of wanted to, like, look at the others, but okay. The following pages detail an advanced method for manipulating rift-spanning apertures as devised by Nuhashan, the 9th patriarch of House Daemir. We present these research notes to the faculty of Charlean Studium as both a token of our friendship and an expression of our boundless admiration. Never meet your heroes, chat. And then they go like, oh shit, this is dangerous. Ban. You appear to have located the forbidden volume you seek. Y'shtola will need to make the final confirmation. Can we look at the others? We completed the encounter. It's okay. Before that, since we might not return, I want to do this. Ugh. I don't know. I just feel like I want to make it. Let's really annoy this index page. We can't yell Eureka. Well, we found the tome. Eureka! See, I'm yelling Eureka. I'm yelling Eureka. It's not kicking us out. We're fine. Actually, yeah. What's a nice yelling emote? What's a... There's a Eureka thing, right? There is Eureka! There's a... Okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna use that. Let's freeze my motion. Look up. How do I... It's been so long since G-Post. Wait. Disable target motion 2. There we go. Let's try for an interesting... Like, get as much as we can. How do I twist the cam? No, not twist. Shit. How do I make myself off-center again? AD. There. AD. There we go. There. I think this is better. I'm gonna turn around. I'm gonna turn around. I have an idea. Can I put a light? It's too much. That's the fill light. Ah! Yeah. Bleh. No. Eureka! Tell me we can't Eureka in here. We'll take this page. Manual brightness adjustments, character lighting. Oh, thanks. Yeah, we could do that as well. It seems a bit more natural, but let's go with this. I just don't really like how flat it is, but let's see if after I zoom out. I'm gonna zoom out. There. You can see Y'shtola in the page as we are Eureka-ing. There we go. I kind of like this. Manual with brightness toggle. Ooh. Wait, these are colors. Oh, go back to the main menu of G-Posts. Thank you. There, thank you. Manual. Oh, there. That's so much better. It's like we can add a bit of fill light. Okay. We got it. 75. Hey, Ponder, welcome in. Dude, this guy we're in the forbidden section of a library, and this robot was like saying, like, no smoking, no throwing books, and no yelling "Eureka" with a loud, obnoxious voice, and like, don't tell me what to do. And now here we are yelling "Eureka" as we found the book we needed. I am taking this screenshot despite the system. Because there's so many banned books here. There's so many banned books which should... Admittedly, there are many dangerous tomes, but I'm pretty sure some of these banned books could be very relevant today in advancing the way we are able to perceive and understand our world, and could help a lot of people, you know? But at least we got permission. Welcome in, Ponder. Ponder is one of our absolute favorite streamers with a super awesome community to hang out with. Ponder's gonna on an artistic journey as well. But something's gonna be happening next week. Something to do with chat being present for something important. And it most likely will be on a Friday. So look forward to that. Exciting. But Ponder is an awesome, awesome person to watch and be with. And super glad I was able to discover his stream through St. Jude. Is it just me or is it a bit skewed? But how are you doing, Ponder? Hope you had an awesome weekend. Hope I didn't miss anything. But thank you for the manual adjustments and everything. I keep forgetting about manual brightness adjustment. Take as many as you want because you don't think you need to come back to this area. Yeah, I'm glad I got the cutscene stuff. Thank you for the reminder. Yeah, Ponder was like so well dressed for the recalibration stream. I felt so underdressed and like, damn. I'm just in like my streaming clothes. And this person showing up to like recalibration of tabletop RPG with a polo and bow tie and everything. Like, geez. Wait, there's something weird about this. I feel like it's not... Wait, how do I hide? R. Oh, it's because... Okay. There, this seems a bit more dynamic. I will make Miku... Not Miku, sorry. Miku is based on this look. But this is my character, Karen. There we go. It's the one centered. The music though. There we go. Exactly, the jazz piano is going nuts. We're heisting this library. Okay, I think I'm good. Ooh, look at the ceiling. Now let's have a close-up. It's so hard to fit the exclamation point. Oh, this looks pretty nice. Just trolling at this point. I don't see Stola though. It's okay. Kind of like the arrangement of this one. Okay, we're good. Ha! We recut our way. What if we actually reacts? Nothing. Okay. It would be so funny if they did that. Yes, this is story time. All right, spoiler alert. But actually, it's scholar time. We're doing a lot of reading into some world building stuff with Stola right now. I guess it would be very spoilery though. Thank you for the lurk, Ponder. We are going to talk to Y'shtola. I will try to remember. No promises though. I forget things on a daily basis. Have something you'd like to show me, do you? My apologies. I flipped open but a single book and was completely absorbed by the contents. Stola! Epiphanies of House Daymir, a forbidden research log detailing an advanced method of manipulating rift-spanning apertures is devised by Nuhashan, the 9th patriarch of the House Daymir. Got it. Okay. Well done, Karen. I think you may have found our prize. She's probably a bit disappointed you couldn't spend more time here. Oh, more screenshots. Ah, damn it, I missed it.
Yes, the ether signature is unmistakable. I've felt the traces of House Daymir's resonance many times at the Great Work. Time to see what all the fuss was about.
This music, I do like how they're kind of the music is so iconic that you recognize the dungeons.
Among the ranks of the Voidsent, there exist entities with the power to call forth their brethren from beyond. The species known as Atomos, however, is uniquely prodigious in this regard.
Atomos.
From its distended maw, it can expel an endless procession of void-born creatures. A talent which sorely tested the Radiant Host in its battles against these abominations. Surmising that the entity itself was acting as a void gate, we endeavored to capture a small specimen and subsequently examine its physiological structure. Our findings revealed that the Atomos had absorbed a planar fissure into its own flesh, which it could expand at will into a functioning gate.
Huh? Wow.
Upon further analysis, we identified an ethereal wave pattern emitted during this process. A pattern we were able to emulate by passing crystal-stored ether through a specially designed prism.
We're in Wuthering Waves again, chat. There's Wuthering Waves all over again.
We proceeded to embed said prism into an arcane simulacrum, thus completing what we have dubbed our artificial Atomos.
Okay, vibrations, resonance, tacit discords.
How could I have been so blind to the possibilities? This species, not to mention its ability to summon Voidsent, has been discussed among academics for years now. Just before the advent of the 7th Umbral Calamity, we received reports of Atomos sightings from every corner of Eorzea. Surely you've at least heard the tales.
Oh. My character knows. I trust her.
And still, House Daymir went and built a mock Atomos of their very own. I'm not surprised the Archons consigned their work to a restricted archive.
I think a lot of people are gonna use this as a... It's a nice screenshot of Stola. This is a meme template.
It was no easy task, but at last we've unearthed the volume we've been searching for.
We didn't have to kill books to get this.
I'd be lying if I said I wasn't tempted to stay longer. See what other forbidden titles might be lurking on these shelves?
I guess you could crop me out. Stola, you can stay longer if you wish. Let's just say it's further studies. Like, I would love to give Stola the entire day here.
Ah, but that would be abusing the very special privilege we've been granted now, wouldn't it? Better not.
Aww. She's so nice. Let's see another screenshot. I forgot you could take screenshots. I would do this a lot. Goodbye, Forbidden Archive. Goodbye. We Eureka'd in there. I'm done. Bucket list. Oh, right, the codex. Congratulations on locating the object of your search. Please move along. Oh, huh? Ooh. Party mate is trading. Appropriate. Thank you so much. Now we have a new companion for this arc. It is an atrophied Atomos. Putting money where this void sense mouth is merely results in devoured money. Wow. Do not feed the Atomos. Huh? Do I have to type the actual... Oh, Argos. Wait, is it a... Oh, it's a minion. Okay. This include body text? This search is so useless. I'm on Mount View. I'm useless. I'm the useless one. Oh my god. I was wondering, this is such a stupid search thing. Like, it doesn't work. Oh my god. Me, I was the problem. You still can't search it though. Like, does it have to be exact? Include body text? Oh my god, I'm such an idiot. Atrophied. Where would I be without my party members? Oh my god. We finally got it. While the means by which this otherworldly devourer of ether became trapped in a treasure coffer is most certainly a mystery worthy of further investigation, the real question in everyone's mind here is, why did you let it out? It's adorable. That's why. See? It's so cute. Oh, look at that. So if it devours money, if you stick your hand into there, your hand will also be devoured. That's quite terrifying, actually. It's actually very dangerous. A child can put their head into this. A Lalafell could put their head into this, and it would be an instant beheading. Yeah, our hand will be in the 13th. That Lalafell's head will be in the 13th. It is a Lalafell shape. A size. It could fit a Lalafell head. My god. Where's the next Lalafell? I have a sudden urge to put a Lalafell inside and test our theory. It's fine. Thank you for the minion. It's cute. Find a Mamet, actually, yeah. This index page. Time to put the index page into the Atomos, chat. As much as I would love to start crafting the Atomos, we already have one, Stola. I'm afraid this is far outside my field of expertise. Fortunately, we know a Hannish alchemist who would be delighted to involve herself in our House Dimir project. Would she, though? The one who introduced us to Akasha? Our business here isn't concluded for the moment. Please pass on our regards to the forum. Your message shall be conveyed Should you wish to indulge in more forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled, security mode engaged. Wait, we can return. If anyone can help us, Nidhana can. I say we return to Thabnir and look for her at the Great Work. I'm gonna test if we can re-enter. Congratulations, please move along. Wait, what? Oh, I think they said... Should you wish to indulge in forbidden literature, I will be here. Patron mode disabled, security mode engaged. Okay, basically telling us in many words, get the hell out. No, I misunderstood it. They were just saying like, if you want to indulge, I'm gonna be here barring access. It's like, thank you for doing your job though. It's the mammoth's job. We cannot return, alas. You know, one thing they never actually explain, because I think you just have to suspend your disbelief, is travel time. Because as far as I know, only we, the Warrior of Light, are able to really fully utilize the Ether networks. The Aethernet. Like everyone else has to fast travel manually. Not fast travel. They have to travel manually. Yeah, I remember. They are trying. They're experimenting on that now, but it caused a lot of motion sickness. One of my favorite parts, exactly. That is one of my favorite parts with the boys. Oh my god, that is so fun. Or Yanje, Estinian, and Thancred. And even us, we're just like, oh fuck. Ether sickness. They have a long way to go. But it's a price I'm willing to pay for like instantaneous cross-continental teleportation. Like, while they're honing the process, I wouldn't mind. Like, they would probably sell maybe motion sickness spells or medicine, have drinks ready at the end to help alleviate the motion sickness, the ether sickness. Drink some mana if you need to. Drink a mana potion. All these sallow, sleep-deprived faces, but their eyes still burn with fiery zeal. Some things never change. Nidhana! Dude, Nidhana was MVP. I remember because she crafted the very thing that protected everyone. Well, from the scales of Vritra, of course, but Nidhana was the one that taught us about Akasha, helped us deduce deduce a solution to turning and everything. It is like amazing. Y'shtola tells me you are pursuing a most fascinating study and that you want me to be a part of it. I have no doubt you'll be interested. This research log should speak for itself. What terrible weather, though. Some fishermen are gonna be happy, though. Will it now? By the sisters! This is the mark of House Daimir. I never knew such a work existed. Few should. It was sequestered in Numenon's restricted archives, after all. It was? But that means every word within is forbidden knowledge. A forbidden tome filled with forbidden research, and you put it right into my unsuspecting hand. I can hardly wait to read it. Okay. She's chaotic alchemist. Dude, for some people though, this is how the end of the world starts. For a lot of stories. To think that Daimir were developing such marvelous techniques so long ago. How many innovations have been lost over the centuries, I wonder? Now that you've glanced over the notes, What say you to helping us build a new mock Atomos? I say yes, 1,000 times yes. Work on a Daimir project that had even the redoubtable scholars of Charleyan trembling in their sandals? No alchemist of the great work could resist. You are a woman after my own heart. Oh, I suppose I should ask, what do you mean to do with this big mouth simulacrum once we've built it? So, about that. So, there's a secret void gate, and it's sealed in the ruins at the bottom of the bounty? Today is a day of revelations indeed. If the purpose of our man-made Atomos is to expand this hidden portal, then I will need to see it for myself, I think. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures is not the sort of thing you want to attempt without first taking into account every single factor. Manipulating rift-spanning apertures into the void. Yep. Then by all means, accompany us to the vault. I plan to lead us back there shortly, once we finish gathering the components I require. We never even asked for Vritra's permission, Stola. Did you forget that? I do not want to beat up the Guardians again. Is that what we're like, huh? Chalayan's markets provided the raw aquamarine and pure water crystals. But I might need help obtaining a small quantity of astrally infused water. For such a liquid, you need go no further than the Font of Maya. The ascetics of old once favored the place for their meditations, and the water which pools there now is known to enliven the flow of ether. That sounds perfect. If you would be so kind as to fill a flask at the pool, I will petition Vritra to join us. Okay, she didn't forget. The idea I have in mind won't amount to much without his authority to command the Void Gate. Shall we be about it then? We meet back here anon. There's no greater joy than having a new puzzle to ponder. Hehehe, ponder. Inspect the astrally dense pocket of water. The Font of Maya. Wait, this is where they toss the baby, right? This was so stressful. Oh my god. Trauma. Yes, the pond of trauma. So much happened. So much happened in Endwalker. I still cannot believe it. But this is helping me, like, the gentle reintroduction into the new storyline is... It's really designed pretty well so far in terms of, like, helping us remember and refresh our refresh what happened, and we're back here now in familiar places. Astrally dense pocket. Inspect the astrally dense pocket. A flask filled with astrally infused water scooped from a strangely specific point. In the depths of the Font of Maya. Strangely specific. Oh, Estinian and Varshan.
The boy Murad was glad to hear the news of the Foundation. It means a new life for him and his sister.
Nice. Archon Ishtola requested that I join you, but of her plans she offered a scant detail. Oh, I forgot to mention, the Fort of Maya attracts aggressive wildlife and you should watch out for them when, you go there next time. My apologies. No problem, we encountered nothing of the sort, did Hana. You're fine. Do you have that flask for me? Yes, I do. Invisible handoff. Yes, this should suffice. Thank you, Karen. Options. Tenacity, skill speed. Do paladins need... I don't need anything. I don't need any of these. Skill speed and spell speed. I guess I could give that to my others. Machinist. What would a machinist need? I don't think the machinist needs any of this as well. Machinist is like direct hit, crit, and something. Crit, direct hit. Alas. Crit, direct hit, thanks. Yeah, what other classes do I play? It's okay, I can always get more of this. This is just like... This is 9. Quick arm materia 9. I don't think this is like even the best materia, right? Yeah, it's not. It's not even... skill speed. Ishtola is eager to depart for the vault. Look who I came across. Estinian seemed in need of diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lance. Oddsar! Crit... Wait, is Oddsar here? Look who I came across. Estinian seemed in need of a diversion, and we, in turn, may have need of his lance. Right then, now that our little party is assembled, let us make our way to the ruins. I am smelling a dungeon coming up. Will we have need of Matsia's boat again? Not this time. Once Ishtola informed me of our destination, I arranged for a vessel to be made ready at Akyali. Your Excellency is ever the gracious host. Yeah. Butter him up some more. Shall we? Yeah, suddenly your FC leader is like... I have to watch what I say now. Don't tell FC leader what I said about the jumping puzzle. Don't worry, I'm joking. I like the little jumping puzzle. And I like the design.